Hello everyone, I'm Lavon, lecturer at IELTS LangGo. Welcome to today's lesson. One of the most common difficulties for IELTS learners is how to paraphrase common subject in IELTS Writing Task 1. For example, if you need to talk about children, how many words and expressions do you know? If you can't find more than 3 words, then this video is for you. Paraphrasing vocabulary about age groups. For example, she is 12 years old. How many ways of paraphrasing can you give for this? Here are 3 possible ways. The girl, age 12, She is a 12-year-old girl. She is a 12-year-old. However, this is just a simple example that shows you can use compound nouns made up of adjectives. In Writing Task 1, we will encounter more sentences with this form. The chart shows the hobbies of children who are between 10 and 12 years old. How should we paraphrase the subject? Children who are between 10 and 12 years old. Method 1. Shorten the sentence. The chart shows the hobbies of children between 10 and 12 years old. Method 2. If you are afraid of repeating the structure, you can use another synonym. The chart shows the hobbies of children who are aged 10 to 12. Method 3. Now, let's use compound adjectives like in the original simple example. The chart shows the hobbies of 10 to 12-year-old children. Or, to put it more succinctly, the chart shows the hobbies of 10 to 12-year-olds. Method 4. This expression has no specific formula. It is simply based on the nature of the information we are talking about. The chart shows the hobbies of children who fall into the 10 to 12-year age group. You can use the phrase fall into group to write about many different types of groups. In addition, you can replace the word children with other synonyms. Children equals youngsters, the young people. For children aged 11 to 19, don't forget we have teenagers or teens, and another academic word, adolescent. Paraphrasing when talking about unemployment rates. We have the original sentence. The proportion of people who were unemployed. Now apply the paraphrases we tried. Method 1. Replace with synonyms. We can replace the proportion with the percentage and be unemployed with be jobless. The percentage of people who were jobless. Method 2. Use another expression. The proportion of people without jobs. There are also other expressions that you can memorize. Levels of unemployment, unemployment rates, levels of joblessness. Paraphrasing when talking about poverty rate. Problems related to rich and poor, people with low economic conditions, very often appear in Writing Task 1. Now, let's try to paraphrase this topic vocabulary. I have an example. The percentage of people who are poor. The following phrases are synonyms you can use. Poverty rate, level of poverty. In addition to using synonyms, I want to talk about this other expression. The percentage of people who live in poverty. Living in poverty is a great alternative to be poor, so try to remember it. Besides that, there is another way of expressing it. The percentage of people who live under the poverty line or poverty level. Paraphrasing spending-related words. One of the most common topics in IELTS is spending. The expenditure can be an organization, by a group of people, or by the government. Examples of the following topics. We should paraphrase the phrase, the money spent on. Here I have a few other wording suggestions. The amount of money allocated for, the amount of money used for, or the amount of money paid out for. Spending on, expenditure on. To get used to use these phrases, I will give you some example sentences. In 2012, expenditure on or spending on laptops rose to around $1,750. In 2012, around $1,750 was allocated for laptops by Swedish consumers. Another expression. Swedish people were the largest spenders on laptops, with around $1,750 expended on this in 2012. Sweden had the highest percentage of expenditure on laptops. These are just examples, so please customize it to suit your actual writing. Paraphrasing about transport. In this part, I will give you words and paraphrased forms for the number of car users. We can use the same with many other means, such as bus or train. For example, when we need to write about the number of people who use cars, how many ways can you paraphrase? If you can write 5 ways below, your writing score should definitely not be less than 6. The number of car users. The number of people who travel by car. The number of people driving to work. We have some very good ways to describe people who often commute to work, which is to commute, and nouns for commuters. When we apply them, we have the following expressions. The number of car commuters. The number of people who commute by car. If the question is about riding a bicycle, you might say the number of people who cycle to work, or the number of cycling commuters. And if going by train, the number of rail passengers. There are still many other kinds of subjects that we frequently come across in the Writing Task 1. If you would like to learn more, please comment below. I really hope that you have found this session helpful in preparing for your IELTS test. If you want to sign up for IELTS courses here at LangGo, then please click on the link below. Our IELTS courses are designed to cater to your individual needs and to provide personalized learning pathways. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and please don't forget to hit that bell button to get notifications of our latest video uploads. I'm Lavan from LangGo Learning System, and hopefully I'll see you soon for the next video.